Aha, April Fools. Welcome to CTV Fake News, where we don't know what we're saying until we say it.
I'm Dookie Monster.
And I'm Willem Dafoe. This just in, CTV executive producer and longtime silly goose Eton Slepolveda is on a rampage. No one is safe. We recommend you lock your doors and don't open the doors even if he asks nicely and sings you a little song. You will regret it.
Moving on, the food court of the LSC will be closed for the remainder of the afternoon because student Madeline Davis decided to raid the Taco Bell and replace it with her smoothie business. She named the shop after former CSU basketball player Baylor Hebb. The university did not approve this. She just showed up and won't leave. That being said, as a part of a desperate plea deal, Smooth Like Hebb may officially open in Clark A next fall.
Now, don't go anywhere just yet, because after the break, we'll hear from Bartholomew. Wait, why are we going to break?
Why are we going to break?
For Bartholomew.
Vague, but okay.
Pardon me, I was just enjoying the nice funny papers. I would like to tell you about something. There's a fifth dimension, beyond that is which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is a dimension of imagination. It is an area of which we call the Bartholomew Zone.
I'm just kidding, I'm not a kidnapper. It's me, I'm Brandon. You probably know me from Underground. But today, I'm here to show you some really cool geese footage. Oh yeah, geese footage.
On the ground.
Let me tell you something. Geese are some funky little creatures. Look at these things. I mean, they're like massive, they're pooping everywhere. But generally, I adore geese. I love them. They're spectacular. I see them whenever I'm walking around, and I just put a big old smile on my face. But genuinely, geese are pretty neat, and I see a lot of hatred toward geese. And like most of the time, I mean, they're just like balling, you know, like we built a building here, so they have to like be like, oh, I can't be on human property. But geese don't care, and you know what? Geese don't care about humans. Let me tell you something. Would it be so strange for me to propose the idea that geese have been playing us all? I'm not just saying the common everyday person. I'm talking about your politicians, your school teachers, even the military. Let's dive into what geese are really up to. November 22nd, 1963, a day that will live in infamy, when then-President John Fitzgerald Kennedy's motorcade passed through the Dealey Plaza. That's when some suggest that he was killed by a lone sniper known as Lee Harvey Oswald. Though some on the grassy knoll say that they saw a different shooter by a picket fence. Now, what other shooter could hide behind a picket fence and take a shot and then disappear before authorities arrive? A goose. That's right, I said it. Geese. Geese have been taught and also specialize in reconnaissance and the art of sniper warfare. This has been taught to them by the United States military, and vice versa. The geese have been funding the United States. And if you don't believe me, watch this video of our current president, Biden, responding to this critic's claims about what geese had done to him and his dog. Mr. President, I don't understand why you like geese so much. One time I was walking my dog and they just beat the hell out of my dog, and they didn't hurt me or take my money. They just beat up my dog and then they just flew away while screeching at me. I don't understand why you protect them. So what exactly is our president trying to hide from it? Well, recently, national debt and war has been on the rise. Global destabilization is coming to a neighborhood near you. I tried talking to some geese to find out the inner scoop on why they're doing all these shady dealings, and let's just say it didn't go well.
Sir? Sir?
I'm telling you now, you know, if you don't start realizing the signs, and you start realizing that it's all connected, that everything, all these governments, all these conspiracy theories, all these world leaders, they're all doing shady dealings. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to explain to you, but you won't understand because nobody understands.
Wow, absolutely incredible. I love that. Now, on to Major Tom. Can you hear me, Major Tom?
Thanks, Bartholomew. I agree that women are not better than men. Now buckle up for some mother trucking weather. Let's take a look at the current conditions. Pardon me, I'm so sorry. Currently, the worm god Teklock has reduced the temperature outside to 0 degrees. You're going to have to just go ahead and guess when the sunset is. We don't know when the humidity is, and there is definitely some wind. Now, taking a look at this, we're going to have to see, how do we summon the worm god Teklock, or as others call him, Shai-Hulud. So here we are. This is the demonstration live on how to summon the worm god. So he's just going to place the device very, very carefully into the earth, and he's going to twist the funny little dial, and then it's just going to pound sand. Oh man, it's a Dune ad. I don't know if we can play this. Okay, cool. So if you haven't seen Dune Part 2, I, in my own personal opinion, would definitely recommend it. Now, we're going to take a look at our current conditions. We have Jenny Craig, My House, Fort Collins, Silver, and Sterling, for those of you who are really looking into, you know, changing up your fashion sense. Cold, Grand Junction. Vale actually sitting at 14 degrees. John Denver, back from the dead. Lemon. I love your coats, Burlington. Is this an advertisement now? Why, Gunnison? Why did you do this? You know what you did. I know what you did. And I won't forgive you. Maybe Telluride, Fig Newton, Colorado Springs, Pebble Pueblo. And how could you forget the Alamo? Now, looking at tomorrow's forecast, honestly, I don't know. I couldn't be bothered. I mean, most of the media here is missing. The low tomorrow is going to be a really nice and wonderful 69 degrees. The sun will not be setting. Humidity, once again, at a nice 69%. And tomorrow, we can expect the atmosphere to completely dissipate with no more air left. Now, looking at our 5-day forecast, there is... I think it speaks for itself, folks. But that's all the weather action we have for you tonight. Check out Dune 2 if you haven't. Madeline, let's go back to you.
I would just like to say it's wild how nobody has acknowledged how amazing the Dodgers are. I mean, come on. They do that one thing. Talk about a touchdown. Don't even get me started on the best team in the league, the Padres. Now over to Crocodile Dundee.
Well, there have been reports of angry kangaroos hitchhiking to America in 41 states due to the Kangaroo Jack movie that they deem is not representative of the kangaroo population. They blame Hollywood, they are making that, and they are on their way back to you, Dookie Monster and Willem Dafoe.
Breaking news coming out of the studio. I sharted.
I'm Dookie Monster. Yum, yum, yum. Give me the Dookies.
Now, there have been rumors circulating about the hit video game Gangnam Style, the video game, including hits like Gangnam Style, including Gangnam Style featuring Gangnam Style. The rumor is that Alvin and the Chipmunks will make their first video game appearance since fighting notorious comedian Pete Davidson, after the Chipmunks' failed attempt at stealing mushrooms from Davidson's mother's basement. Alvin was not happy, just like how I am when I see a woman.
Thanks for watching, especially to our special guest, Betty Crocker, the woman responsible for creating the American flag.
I gotta tell you, I love the fabric of the flag, and it's a flag. I'm Willem Dafoe.
Bye.
My chair is crunchy and brown and smelly. I gotta get out of here, man.
Mom, can I have a popsicle?
No, honey, you'll spoil your...
Hey parents, tired of those out-of-control kids? Throwing embarrassing tantrums wherever they go. At the grocery store, on the playground, even at the dinner table. You've had it with parenting, but wait, there is a solution. Introducing Nap Time, the latest, most effective tool for child tantrum prevention. It's simple. Just douse a rag with our patented Sleepy Time formula, place it over your child's cry hole, press and hold gently for 8 to 12 seconds, and presto, no more tantrum.
I was beginning to think adoption was the only way out. Then a friend of mine introduced me to Nap Time. It's never been so quiet around here.
The secret lies in Naptime's revolutionary fast-to-sleep formula. Developed by military-trained scientist doctors from NASA, Naptime's powerful molecules rush to the child's brain on contact, gently inducing instant tranquility.
This is chloroform.
Naptime! When they just won't shut up. Naptime is not legal in the following states.
How's it going, mates? Right, back to where were we? Oh, right. So, as much as we love to pride ourselves on our professionalism and safe workplace, CTV is, well, not without its faults. Mainly when it comes to our planning committees and HR team. As you may know, I got to see behind the scenes at our planning committee in April 2022, and an event that many have come to say was the most traumatic event of their lives.
We need to plan this event, so let's get started.
Yeah, why are we here?
That's a great question for God, not for me. Now, yes, right here.
CTV home renovations, but Ethan sweeps the floors.
I like it.
I've been working at CTV for the last 3 months, and for some reason no one seems to have liked me. So I'm hoping that this one idea I have will eventually lead them all to at least like me a little bit. How about a CTV game show?
That is the worst idea I have
Come
ever
on,
heard
dude.
in my whole life.
Now, I apologize, this is right off the cuff, so it may not be very polished. What about a CTV game show?
Brilliant idea. Why? Wow. That might be our idea right there.
I want to kill him so bad.
Show idea. I think we should really go forward with this. You know, I think this is a great idea. Let's
It makes my skin crawl just remembering those horrible events. Anyway, to much of my excitement, and not at all thrown onto me by Dan Schneider, I mean our executive producer, I decided to attend an important HR meeting where these events were addressed in great detail. Be warned, some of the events depicted in this film may not be suitable for, let's face it, all viewers.
Anna! Yes. Where is he? He's 10 minutes late.
Well, just so you know, I'm never late.
This has got to be the worst job I've ever taken up. I mean, an HR position at a student media organization? My life is officially over.
We're holding the meeting here, right?
Yes. Ethan, please have a seat.
Yeah, okay.
Right, so...
Okay, listen. I'm not stupid, okay? I know exactly why they brought me in here for. But don't think I'm dumb, okay? I am always 2 steps ahead of them.
Okay, so we brought you in here today.
Look, I know. But before we get into any of that, I just want you guys to know it's the only way I cope with things here.
I don't think that's very
No,
healthy.
look, you don't understand. It's my only way of staying on top of the game here. It's a tough competition here. I have to stay on top of my game to be relevant.
Yeah, but...
Look, this game show would have not come to fruition. It would have not been my idea if I wasn't on it like that.
Okay, for the record, I'm the one that came up with the game show, okay? You know, most of the work I do around here just feels like it's not even being recognized. I mean, when you're as cool as me, people just start to realize they'll never match my potential.
Frankly, I don't care who came up with this game show idea. Pardon my French, I could give 2 poops. Sorry, I'm not usually like this. But it's unacceptable, Eton, to be violent in the workplace. Unacceptable.
That's what they called me in for? Whew. I thought it was because I was smoking all that crocodile during the breaks. Close one.
Now, we've received many complaints of, and I quote, you losing it?
Who else complained? It's complete blasphemy. I didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, Your Honor, it's not blasphemy. He was pretty violent.
What proof do you have?
Mr. Slipovia, I'm sure you can remember the events of last year where you literally slayed one of your coworkers. I met with one of the victims. So, Mr. Isaacson, why don't you tell me what happened from your perspective and be as detailed as possible? I can't help you unless you tell me. It's okay. No one can hurt you now. You went on to tell me about some brutal stuff. Like, gnarly stuff. Like, it was bad. Yeah, I won't be able to get those words out of my brain.
Yeah, being a witness of the event, it's pretty scarring stuff. I've been in therapy since then, so it's been about a year. But, so glad it wasn't me, though.
Once again, my credibility is ruined because somebody decided to talk over me again. I can't take it anymore. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him so bad.
Now, the next course of action, and I'm afraid to say this, we're gonna have to go to the EP. I'm sorry. I wish it didn't have to come to this. But I just can't have you be violent to your team. I will not stand idly to this.
I mean, look, it's in your best interest, right? I mean, ramfoolery.
Ramboozle.
Right, whatever. I mean, it's in good hands. It'll be fine. Yeah, that might have been a little far.
Oh my god! He got murdered! To death! Oh no!
As of right now, the whereabouts of Mr. Sepulveda are unknown, but one thing is for certain. Ramfoolery...
I said ramboozled. Jesus.
Yes, I meant ramboozled will never be the same. Now I think Madeline and Abby have some sports stuff to talk about. There you go. Back to you guys.
Welcome back, Ram fans, to another edition of CTV Sports. I'm Madeline Davis.
And I'm Abby McPhail. Let's see what we've got on tap for you tonight.
Baseball has officially begun.
And both the Nuggets and the Avalanche have landed a spot in the playoffs.
And finally, we'll take some time to remember some legends of Ram Country. All of that and more on CTV Sports, which starts right now.
Now, some of you real CTV fans may remember this isn't the first time we've spoken about one of our Ram legends on here before.
Yes, right here in the white coat.
CTV Bachelorette. I'm the Bachelorette, the only contestant.
Baylor hat.
Baylor hat!
Baylor hat!
We were particularly close, geographically speaking, with the Hebster.
For all you normies out there, that's Baylor Heb.
Here's a picture for reference.
You just got hebbed! Yep, he was my neighbor. I promise that the only way I found this out was because I saw them walk to their apartment once.
I found out because I knew what his car looked like, and I saw him leaving a Qdoba once.
While he may be at the forefront of our minds, unfortunately, Mr. Heb is no longer with us.
Don't worry, he's not dead. He's just a loser who transferred. But speaking of transfers,
two of which were the roommates of Baylor Heb. Remember, I was their neighbor. That's how I know who his roommates were. No other reason.
We want to be sure to commemorate all of the big three, not just their little everything, Baylor Heb.
That's right, folks. We want to talk about the two, the only, Trace Young and John Tonje. Yes.
There they are.
There they are.
The big three.
Yeah. Oh.
Yep. Once again, they're not dead. They just transferred. But we have a few favorite moments from the big three that we would like to remember.
Oh yeah. First, I want to make sure that I commemorate the time that John and Trace took some banger photos at a laundromat. I loved this moment so much that the only thing I could do was recreate it. Truly, truly. This was a top tier moment for me. Big three moment for me. Yep.
Oh, for sure. My favorite has got to be this epic prank where Baylor got used as a napkin.
Dude, hilarity ensues.
You need a napkin? Yeah, bro.
How fun is that fruit?
And finally, we've decided to give you viewers a very special play-by-play of the most memorable Big Three TikToks to date.
Here we go. All right, guys. This is a classic. So they were all roommates, right?
Yeah.
Do you see that? Hold on, we'll go back. Look at that. Look at that. We think that this is his hand.
That's the Hebster's hand.
Yeah,
we don't know for sure,
Trace
but we
is
just
filming. That's got to be his hand, right? He has a whole chicken out of the cabinet.
John's doing whatever. Now he's eating a sandwich.
Yeah. Hold on, but watch this. A film clip
remember in the shot,
so that means Baylor had to be filming that. Yeah,
that was
so.
Pretty
That's
epic.
You know, we know he has some camera skills.
And I don't know about you, Abby, but there's not a day that goes by that I don't miss these little hooligans.
They were almost like our own personal Sims.
I know. But better things have awaited the big three. Trace has a G-Wagon, John went to a Power 5 school, Baylor moved closer to home.
Wait, how do you know that?
Well, I guess that's all the time we have for sports, Ram fans. Come back tomorrow night for another less Big Three focused episode.
Mom, we're thirsty!
Well, I've got 2 glasses of Sun Fizz coming right up.
Sun Fizz, that's our favorite!
That's because there's a
delicious ray of sunshine in every drop.
Come on, guys.
I'm filled with nature's goodness. Hey, what's with you people? I've got vitamins and minerals.
Trust your gut, not some cartoon character.
Welcome back from the break, Rammies.
And Abby, welcome back from jail.
I would rather not talk about it.
Oh, NDA.
No comment. Anyway,
Yeah.
CTV has a very loving management team that works really, really hard over these past 2 semesters to make sure that we have a studio.
That's right, Abby. Here's what they have to say about working right here at CTV.
And we're live on Leah on 3. Basketball got a ticket to the dance for the second time in the last 3 years. Now you have a chance to travel across the country to experience the madness.
All of that and more right here on CTV Sports, which starts right now.
How's it going, guys? I'm Eton. I am the executive producer here at CTV Channel 11. I am also the CEO of CTV's Underground, CTV's NoCo Now, and most importantly, the godfather of CTV's greatest creation ever, Ramboozled.
So we here at CTV have a strong connection with one another, a great bond if I would say so myself. In some cases, I feel like they kind of look up to me as a source of who they want to be in their future.
What's up? I'm Alex. I'm the broadcast engineer. I've been working here for, I think, 4 years, long time. I also wear many hats. I'm the entertainment director, well, the one that does all the work. Same with the MPC, the media production coordinator. I'm also the one that does all the work. There's another one, doesn't matter. You don't need to know about him. I'm kind of a big deal around here. I mean, if it wasn't for me, we wouldn't even have a studio here. I was the only one working on it all summer. I mean, Savannah and Tom showed up like once or twice, but it was me. I carried it on my shoulders. Too easy. I mean, I have it all in my noggin, you know? I got that shit so organized. I mean, I'm honestly the most organized person here at CTV. Nobody can really compete with that. I got it unlocked. I'm locked in right now.
I don't think you understand the physics of wood.
Hi, I'm Tom. I'm one of the media production coordinators, co-entertainment directors, and assistant broadcast engineer here at CTV, all alongside my very good friend Alex, who is also my creative partner. I think the reason we work so well together is the fact that we're just so madly in love with one another, and every time we look into each other's eyes and passionately kiss, we actually, exchange mental information, and we become more linked in a symbiotic way. But I definitely think one of the weaknesses we have is that we are just, constrained to these mortal bodies, and I think that the biggest thing that we could do to fix that is to fully ascend.
I understand the physics of your dad's wood.
You are actually supreme dumbass.
Hi, I'm Robbie. I'm the news director, and as much as my crew complain about the new studio, I actually tend to love it. I think it might be a tight space, but it has really brought us all together and made us just a more tight-knit community. I'm able to feel a lot more connected and close with my crew, and I think overall it's really great to be in close proximity with everyone, truly.
Hey, Abby, can you... Abby, can you gotta stop. Hey, Robbie. Hey. Oh. Sorry. Hey, listen, you really gotta stop clicking that button because it's...
I'm gonna tell you something that not a lot of people know about a studio. The news team is only ever as strong as your news desk. Remember that. Cheers to that one. Yep.
I'd say my favorite part about being at CTV is just being on the sidelines and being the closest person to all the athletes.
So would you say you're the biggest sports fan at CTV?
I just don't want to talk about it.
Go Pack Go.
In all seriousness,
Well, why I'm grateful for CTV is for quite a lot of reasons.
I'm grateful for CTV because I got to meet a lot of awesome people here that have really changed my life.
The people.
I have probably not found a better community than what I found here at CTV.
I'd say the connections, hopefully it's going to give me a career someday.
Before CTV, I was just kind of going to college, not really knowing what I was doing. Didn't really have any friends besides my roommate.
But throughout my time here, I have developed very strong camaraderie with everyone who has come in, who's gone out, who's left, and everyone who has stayed.
Now I've got, so many people that know me and so many people that care about me and I them, and it's really just made me a better person as a whole.
I have really found my place and passion in life, and I don't think I would have found this inspiration if it wasn't for CTV.
Just overall, it's really changed my life. It really has changed the projection in the course on the kind of person I want to be, the kind of things I want to be doing, the kind of art I want to make. I mean, it really changed everything.
I have all of my greatest highlights of my college career to thank for CTV. I have some of my greatest friends I've met here because of CTV. It really has just been the pinnacle of my life the last 4 years.
Obviously, it's important for us to enhance our journalism techniques and our skill set for filmmaking and such. Anyone could do that anywhere in the world. There's no need for us to be here, but what CTV provides is that genuine friendship and collaboration and just a nice big group of people that actually care about you, because sometimes people just show up when they don't even need to, because that's just how much they love the place.
When I think back on my time in college, I will probably not think about CSU. I will immediately go to CTV because that is how much it actually affected me, and I will cherish the moments I made here for the rest of my life.
It's a little too much to take in right now. Watching
Are you
that through
serious?
again, yeah, there are some things in this life that just really tug at your heartstrings.
I didn't know you had heartstrings to tug at, Rob.
I didn't know I did either. That's the thing. Oh, sorry, I'm just a little sensitive today. So
Okay,
something
your
about
emotions
Mondays.
are so upside down. You're just not used to being back from Australia.
Ever since then, it's crazy. Well, that's all, folks.
I think you mean fools.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Hey, everyone. Much love to you all.
See you soon!
Have you been a victim of unfair treatment by a TikTok trend? Has this ever happened to you? You have an important interview in 15 minutes, but that Taco Bell $5 chalupa box with nacho fries didn't sit quite right in combination with the Baja Blast freeze. So you head to the closest restroom. Then, once you finish releasing the beast, you look to your right and you see, there's no toilet paper? How could that be? So you look around for a solution. You look at your nice shirt, but then you realize that you need to look presentable for your interview, so that won't work. Then you look at your hand and think to yourself, hey, I could play this by the 1800s French rule and just use my hand and wash it off later. So you clean off your caboose and sigh as you walk over to the sinks. You turn on the water to start washing your hands, and you realize that you're just making it worse. So you look over to grab some soap, and what's that? The dispenser is missing? Where could it have gone? What happened to it? It could have just grown legs and walked away. So you defeatedly move on due to time constraints and head to your interview. As you walk into the interview, all that's racing through your head is, don't touch anything until your hand is clean. Touch nothing. So you sit down in your chair waiting for the big man to walk in, and when he struts in, he graciously offers you his hand, and based on pure impulse, you comply. He immediately notices something is amiss. His eyes shoot up directly to meet yours, and you try to play it off, but he smells the truth. He immediately declines your application and threatens to press charges. So you slowly sulk out of the room, your hands still unwashed. Has this ever happened to you? Call me right now, please.